Why is the wait so long? Unknown Shrek 12. This is the PUBG me. Tall, handsome. Tall, dark, and handsome. This is me trying to save my friends from being obliterated. As you can see, we are up against 4 people, 2 on the roof. And this is me looking around with my glitchy phone. So glitchy. Where are we jumping? Where are we jumping? I like to go to the mansion. That's a hot spot of enticing weapons. Okay. As soon as they let us, we're out of here. I'll see you when we get there. It is so freeing up here in the sky amongst the clouds. I feel my kindred around me, and then I look upon the ground to the destination where I'm headed. Home, yet not. The battleground is familiar, and my phone is very cheap. I should have used Luffy's phone for this. Oh, come on. It's gonna be all glitchy, huh? This is gonna be a bad round, everybody. I'm just giving you heads up. Nope. Level 2. Somebody's shooting. I better get topside. Perfect. 6 scope. 2 scope. Helmet. I'm gonna have to get my wife's phone for the rest of this, or for the next game. This is unacceptable. Do you want to know what kind of phone I have, so that you do not make the same mistake as I? I recommend not getting an LG G5. The G series from the LG phones were once a noble and remarkable phone. Now, they are pitiful and pathetic. I'm out of here. Alright, let's see where the warehouse. Perfect. It is important to keep an eye on my surroundings. any moment, somebody may be ready to spring from behind a tree or from out of a patch of grass. I have to be ready. I have to be wary. I read in a book once where constant vigilance was a necessity to survive. Suddenly, I cannot stop running forward. My screen is locked. Oh no, I cannot control my legs anymore. I cannot control my arms. I am a running fool. When can I stop? I cannot stop. Great. Well, let's see how long this keeps up. I can't not run. My screen has froze. I guess I'm just gonna keep running. Come on, something's gotta. Come on. It can't end this way. Oh no, running past the warehouse. Can't shoot. I pulled. No, that didn't help. Oh, well, it has been fun, and I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. No, my phone. Oh, wait, something happened. Nope, nothing happened. I am running. As the Ashen Victor proceeded forward, full aware of his demise, he could not help but think, oh no, not again. As his body continued running, and his arms and his legs continued their forward progress, he was unable to turn left, to turn right. He was unable to jump or to even stop. There was this compulsion that kept him running. His mind raced along with his body. However, his mind was urging, pleading, begging his body not to proceed forward. But his mind was helpless to compel his body to cease its action. All that his mind could do was not respond. I'm gonna wait this one out. Maybe I'll come back from it. He ran past the houses. Trees whizzed by him like memories too petty and too trivial to keep and to catalogue. The grass was merely fuzz under his feet as he ran quickly. And again, his brain sent message to him to please stop. You must stop. This is madness. How can you proceed in such careless behavior? His body did not care, for it raced on, racing ever forward, ever faster. Towards what? His mind again telling him, please stop. Or wait. He chose to wait. There was no way his mind could get in contact with his nerves coiled like springs ready to pounce, legs pounding the earth beneath him. He ran, and he ran, and he ran. His only instinct was to continue running, for he knew, once again his mind urged him to stop, but he could not. He continued running, for he knew There was something calling him, something in the far distance, urging him to continue. And so continue he did, while his mind categorized every last detail of what could possibly happen should he continue in this direction, should he continue in this manner, down hills, over hills, into the valleys, through the mountains. Or through the mountains into the valleys. No, through the valleys into the mountains, yes. Nothing would stop him. Nothing would bring him down. And he ran, and he ran. Pitter-patter, pitter-patter, pitter-patter. He ran, and he ran, and his feet pounding the earth beneath him. He knew not towards what. He knew not for what. He knew only that he was compelled to run and to continue running. Meanwhile, the lives around him were being taken, bodies were falling, men were fighting valiantly. But for what? He cared not. He cared not for this fighting, this law, this rule, this war was not his concern. His only concern was a point up in the distance, and that point called to him like so many an ancestor calls to each of us and compels us to push forward, to not let the line die. The cold water lapped at his legs, but that did not stop him. The cold water soaked into his ammunition and into his backpack and into his shirt, and his very knickers were soaked with water. But that did not stop him. No, nothing would stop him. Again his brain, pleading to his body, "You must stop. I must send for help." But he would wait and see. Maybe a nerve or something had been severed, and he could not get in contact with his body. And then he saw it. The end, the outer boundaries, closing in around him, and he was powerless to stop them. Powerless to stop the outside world come crushing in. And he felt pain all over, pain in his eyes, pain in his head. His brain began to understand what it was to die, what it was to let go, to lose. And his brain began to accept. And yes, in the acceptance of his fate, all became calm. There was just the rushing sound of the water passing by, breaking under his every stroke. There was just the wind in his ears. And there was the call in the distance, that familiar call. Descendants, ancestors, something calling to him, beckoning his return, beckoning to that place where we all must go eventually. The mind settles in such moments. The mind becomes sharper, and the world seems to fade around, first starting at the edges. The edges are white and pale, and the color is brilliant within. But without, the light becomes brighter. The colors seem dulled by its brightness. And at the center, there is such vivid color, like memories, the memories that you cherish so much, those days that you long to return to. Childhood, of freedom, of bliss. The mind then understands, and with the understanding, a compulsion to run. You are so close. You are so